Well, I've given 3 to the operators, 1 to the pack. I think it's only fair to give it to the disciples. Although I'm not trying to be fair, but I want them to turn against each other, but I don't want to turn them against me, so I need to give them something.
Alive, Gage.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Nuka-World is ours. All of it.
I was just doing what I do best.
Hey, if I didn't think you had it in you, I wouldn't have put my neck on the line. But still, you've just got to understand, we ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
I want them to turn against each other. I don't want to threaten the Commonwealth, but, okay, let's just act the part.
I think I like where you're going with this.
Yeah, I kinda figured you would. Taking back Nuka-World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
Sounds like you've had this plan from the beginning.
The idea's crossed my mind, sure. But I'm just making suggestions here. You're the one that needs to give the go-ahead. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka-World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
You trust this Shank guy?
You ought to know by now. I don't trust anyone. But Shank's on the level. I got no reason to think he'd screw us. Especially if he stands to profit as much as anyone.
If you're vouching for this Shank guy, that sounds good enough to me.
Yeah, sure. How else do you think he ended up at the top of my Christmas list? Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka-World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you need my advice and you want me to keep tagging along, you've got it.
Sure. Level 40 was that? I think it was. You just knocked that skeleton off, which means I can finally take the, oh. Scratch that. I can't take the last rank of science yet, but I can take the last rank of armor, and I think that lets me fully upgrade my XO1 power armor. I'll do gun nut as well, rank 4. Well, I've switched to my XO1 power armor, upgraded it to Model F, and installed my usual red headlamp. So here I am, ready to talk to Shank.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms.
Indeed.
Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank.
Holy.
And if you and Nuka-World's favorite Cyclops are standing here, well, I suppose he expects you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Hey now, no convincing, just a friendly conversation between like-minded individuals.
Let's get one thing straight here. It may have been his suggestion, but it'll be my decision.
I can see that. Well, regardless of the source, idea's a good one. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears.
Shank ain't kidding. This is gonna be all kinds of fun.
So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
I think you know what I'd rather do, boss.
I don't really want to kill anyone, but there are some settlements which don't have people living in them, only creatures, so...
Get a gang together. Those settlers are as good as dead.
Stick with the classics. Now, once you and the crew have cleaned the place out, those lucky girls and boys will move in and start working the place. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have.
Exactly.
And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang you want to join you on the job?
I've given 3 pieces of territory to the operators, 1 to the pack and 1 to the disciples. I want to be unfair to the point of turning the gangs against each other, so I'm just going to completely ignore the pack from now on and give this to the disciples.
The disciples.
Yeah? Better bring a tarp.
I'm sure the ladies will be happy to get some blood on their hands. For a good cause, of course. No, for any cause.
That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka-World's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where do you want to hit?
I'm thinking Croup Manor.
Let me... Yeah, that one will do. So, these sorts of jobs are pretty straightforward. Move in, kill everything in sight. Crew will be waiting for you when you get there. Help you deal with whatever you may run into. Now you're not gonna be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast way to get yourself killed. So you'll have to meet our folks outside town. Now, if you're looking for something to give you an extra edge, might be worth checking in with some of the gang bosses. Probably got some trick or 2 up their sleeves. The crew that's joining you is just gonna have standard kits though. If you want to arm them up differently, I'd take along some extra gear. Give those settlers hell.
Okay. I'm just gonna head straight there. Is this it? It may well be. Ghouls? Missed. Missed? We done? With these ones anyway. You're finding dogs somewhere close. Legendary rabid mongrel. Oops, something exploded over there. I'm supposed to be meeting some disciples here, aren't I? See them. This is the place there. And yeah, I knew it was safe to target this place. The Minutemen. I have some intel from the Minutemen, which says this is occupied by ghouls. I hear more. Perhaps I should stop focusing on the ghouls and start focusing on... No, I should stop focusing on looting and start focusing on the ghouls. Wow, I'm not making much sense today. Isn't there an upstairs here? Gage, I nearly hit you. I need to clear the enemies. So there must be a way up. Aha, I see a staircase. Or maybe a way down. Wow, I'm actually below 100 lockpicks. When did that happen? Well, there's some pre-won money and caps. Is he wedged in the floorboards? Any more higher up? Not over that way. Careful.
Got it.
Petri glowing one! Wow! Plasma cartridges irradiated blood. Okay. Sorry. I think there's a downstairs as well. I may have to go in there. It's a master! It's pretty close to the center. There we go.
Sweet.
Okay, never mind. Ghouls are extremely weak. Nocturnal plasma rifle. I mean, I may as well. Oh, that wasn't a one-shot. Gangrenous ghouls must be tough. I can now use the workshop. Good. Theodore Krupp is dead.
Well, this is Hilton, and not the fun kind.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you need to use the workshop and build the signal flag over in the radar, I'm assuming. I'm building this for the disciples, so I know where I'm putting this. If it'll let me. apparently it won't. I can't actually put it on top of there. Or anywhere. Fine, just put it here. What is that thing doing? What is going... Are they shooting the vertibird? I'm supposed to ask them how they're doing. They're okay, apparently. Well, perhaps I should leave. Okay, so I'm back at Nuka-World. Hopefully Shank is still here.
Well, well. Word going around is there's some new raider boss tearing up the Commonwealth. Not too shabby.
It's a damn good start.
I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Why stop at kneecaps?
I really don't want to force people, but as I said, I can't take on all these raiders single-handedly. I need to turn them against each other, so...
Kneecaps? Meet bullets.
Sounds good. I'll make sure everyone knows this is a maiming job. So, which gang you want to back you up?
I think it should be...
The operators.
I'll send word along. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, what's the target?
Sure, go with the slug.
Alright, that one will work. Now, forcing a place to turn over provisions ain't complicated. Beat the locals so bad they don't want to fight anymore. Put any backup they might have called in the dirt. Your crew will be waiting when you get there. I'll remind them not to kill the goods. Wouldn't be surprised if some Minutemen showed up to lend a hand. Wish I could see their faces when they see who they're going up against. Don't have too much fun.
Hope I don't have to head back out there anytime soon.
Oh, now I'm going up against the Minutemen? I really hope this is worth it. Because the thing is, I don't want to help the raiders, I want to turn them against each other by taking territory and distributing it unfairly. I really don't like this, but I don't see what other choice I have. Oh well. Back to the station. Okay, so we're at the slug.
I'll have you on the ground shortly.
It was a surprisingly accurate arrival. I really don't want to do this, but I have no choice. Oh, that wasn't enough. I don't know who I'm shooting at. I just try to stun the settlers? Okay. I'm supposed to meet the operators, but the kind of things... I arrived a bit sooner than I expected. Vertibird wasn't supposed to take me this close. Okay, is that all the Minutemen? No? I think that was the Vertibird. So what do I do now? Cripple the settlers. Really? Where? I don't see them. Get back here. No, seriously, get back here. I'm just stunning them. Hitting them with a baseball bat will do that. Okay. I think I've made it clear that I'm in charge, but I don't want to kill the settlers, just the Minutemen.
Good news, friend. You've been selected to supply the gangs of Nuka-World. Or else.
What? Yeah, sure. We'll make sure you're taken care of.
Although even having to kill the Minutemen is bad enough. I don't want to hurt the settlers either, but for my plan to work, I have to. All this going back and forward is starting to get a little tedious.
They're threatening to tear the place
A
apart.
long Vertibird ride and a long monorail
It's
ride every
But
time.
irritating.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with.
Excuse
You
me?
did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this. Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Mayhem and destruction is what I'm thinking, for what it's worth.
Were you thinking about throwing an ice cream social too?
Wasn't my first idea. No. Look, boss. Raiders of the Commonwealth, all those mutts understand is force.
Yeah, that was
And
a
I'm
joke.
thinking it's time you and them came to just such an understanding. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
Indeed not. Don't want to be late for our own party. Well, I've arrived and it seems to be rather chaotic and I have no idea what's going on. There's supposed to be some raiders attacking or something?
Brought to me on a plate. You the Nuka-World waste product. You can move your gang to Sinner's territory and live. You give me one good reason. I shouldn't slice you up and eat your heart.
join my...
Are you fucking kidding me? I will wear your bones. Kill them!
That wasn't enough. I need to take some food. Grilled Nuka-World or two? Come on. Are we done then? Not exactly. Right, we have gunners as well now? Huh. I'm done now though, right? Well, that vertebrate's just gone down. Okay, I think we're clear.
Hey, Shank.
Heard some rumbles, this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
Those raiders won't be causing us any more problems.
That's what I've been hearing. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities, just like any other settlement. That they've got some things to keep them entertained, and that their food's taken care of, which, with raiders, well, isn't like dealing with other settlements. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you just say.
I think I've got everything I need to know.
Sure. If you've ever got more questions, you come find me. Or you can always consult that Pip-Boy on your arm. No better tool to tell you what your outpost may be hurting for. Now, depending on the state of the place when you hit it, this first outpost might already have some of the bare bones set up. All you've got to do is build up what's missing. If you want to run some jobs to convince more settlements to start sending supplies, well, you know how this works. You just come talk to me. And I was thinking, with the outpost coming as far as it has, might be time I set up shop there. Save you a trip anytime you want to run a job. You just let me know if that's something that'd interest you. Be good to make some trouble in the Commonwealth again. So, there anything I can do?
I want you to head to an outpost.
Yeah, sure. Where am I going?
Croup Manor.
Suppose I better get a move on then. See you there, boss.
And I have to build stuff to make them happy, I suppose. Oh, I leveled up because I discovered something along the way here. I think I can take the final rank of science now. And I've decided what to do with the rest of my perks. I'm going to increase strength. Is that all of them? I want Pentren, so I can sprint into enemies, so I just keep going with strength. Okay, so I've built some turrets and some beds here at Croop Manor, and apparently that was enough. It seems that Shank has arrived, so I just need to find him and talk to him. What's he doing all the way down there?
Shank.
Place is looking good, boss. Everything a gang of lowlifes could ask for. So, you ready for the final piece of the puzzle?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Good to hear. Because what you've made is a foothold. To solidify our place, our outfit's gonna need some real numbers. 2 more outposts carved from the Commonwealth ought to do the trick. Get all that together, and, well, we'll have a real base of power on our hands. With that kind of clout, we'll be able to start setting up dealers on our outposts. Get to selling stuff like real damn towns. We keep expanding from there, we'll even be able to set up spots where the locals can come drop off tribute. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, you'll want to start by claiming another 2 outposts. You just let me know whenever you want to get rolling on those jobs. So, boss, what's the plan?
Was hoping you could arrange a job for me.
You got it. Just need the details. What job you looking to run?
A new outpost. I want to get one set up.
And did you want to talk the settlers off their land yourself? Or should I rally some bodies to help you put them on ice?
Get me a crew. That settlement's not gonna know what hit them.
I'll make it happen. In which gang you want to join you on the job?
Again, the operators have the advantage at the moment. I'm deliberately ignoring the pack, so it's the disciples.
The disciples.
Can do. So, where you want to do this?
I was thinking... that lighthouse, what's it called? Kingsport Lighthouse.
Let me... Yup, that place'll do. So you know how this job works. Head to the target, put down anything that moves. Crew will be waiting for you when you get there. Help you deal with whatever you may run into. Show those settlers who's in charge.
I happen to know that the people who live there are hostile.
Hey there.
Got a good look at them, boss. Just some filth. Ready to clean the place when you are. Wanna move in?
Let's get this show on the road.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I thought I might as well actually meet up with the gang this time. So, let's just charge in. I know that the inhabitants are hostile and use gamma weapons. That's the intel the Minutemen had, and I seem to be stuck. But I don't know anything more about them.
What? Is someone testing my faith?
Whoa! Okay, just keep hitting. I'll go up in case there's any up at the top. Can always loot them on the way back down. Kind of have them reborn. Outside, okay. Other way.
That bar first. Rid of that bar first.
The glowing one. Wait, the reason the glowing one for the lighthouse? That's pretty good. There's one down here somewhere. anymore. Try not to fall off. Where are you? Are we done? I think we are. Okay. Radar. Flags. It's the disciples again. I can't be bothered climbing all the way back up the lighthouse to claim it for them. I will just put it by the side of the house here. I suppose I just have to report back to Shank.
Shank.
Hey boss, just one more outpost to claim. You want me to set up that job, you just say. So, what do you want?
Looking to run a job?
Yeah. What kind of job we talking here?
It's time we took over another settlement.
Got it. So how'd you want to approach it? Talk them into leaving yourself? Or you and a crew putting some lead in them?
Get a gang together. I want a clean house.
Sure. In which gang you want to join you on the job?
Same thing. I'm trying to alienate the pack, so...
The disciples.
Done. So, what's the target?
Another settlement which has hostiles. Coastal Cottage.
Let me... Yeah, that one will do. So you know how this job works. Head to the target, put down anything that moves. Crew will be waiting for you when you get there. Help you deal with whatever you may run into. Show those settlers who's in charge.
Hey,
Boss, I checked out what we're facing. Bunch of pests have run of the place. Wanna move in?
let's get this show on the road.
Hell yeah.
A bunch of pests. I wonder what that means. Mileage, perhaps? Yes! A redder. One redder. And I saw some Nuka-Cherry.
Lars now. Time we put our mark on it.
Indeed. It's the disciples again, so I wonder if I can put it on top of this crate. No? Fine. Now, where can I put this? That'll do. I've unlocked a new rank of the Westland Warlord pack and can now build raider dealers as outposts. Nice. This is just a hole.
Hey, Shank.
Boss, I just got word. You need to get back to Nuka-World. Now. The pack have turned on us.
Oh, shit. Bunch of dumb rabbit apples.
Mason didn't like how you were handing out new territory. Now him and his whole gang have gone and stormed Nuka-World's power plant. The other bosses are waiting on you before they move in. You need to get back there before these turncoats do something stupid. Well, something else stupid.
Excellent. Best news all day. Well, I'm following the road west out of Nuka-World towards the power plant, which the pack have apparently taken over. I'm meeting the other gang bosses in here.
Looks like Mason's dug in pretty well up there.
I knew that nut job would turn on us sooner or later. So, are we storming the place or what?
Both of you shut up. We're about to find out. The boss is here. Mason's gathered up his animal goons and took the power plant. That asshole thinks he'll get away with this. He's dead wrong. I'll skin him alive and savor every minute of it.
Bunch of damn savages. Should have put a knife in Mason's eye a while ago.
Just calm down and start at the beginning.
I'll be calm once I get Mason's blood on my hands. But if you want a story, fine. While you were gone, word came back from the Commonwealth that you're favoring the Disciples and the Operators. Well, surprise, surprise, Mason wasn't exactly thrilled to hear the news.
He and his gang forced their way into the power plant. Now they've got the entire place locked down. We can't let him get away with this, boss. And we all want to crack at those loonies.
Damn right we do.
Look, it's your play. We'll follow you anywhere. But you have to swear to us that Mason pays for this with his life.
He's as good as dead.
Music to my ears.
Time to clean house.
We got your back, boss.
See, this is what I was trying to do. My plan's finally working. I've turned the gangs against each other. Or at least the Disciples and the Operators against the Pack. What was that glowing thing up there? Anyway, so we're heading up towards the power plant. I'm gonna run for a bit because I can. Just funny coloured glowing plants, that's all. Right there. Oh, we moved. Hello. Where are you? Run! Okay. Get back here. I said get back here. Thank you. Oh, you're gonna take cover behind there, are you? Discovered the power plant. Nice. I'm gonna take some food. How about grilled Queen Nuka-World? That may have been overdoing it a little, but I think it's time we went in. We have ghouls. Seems the other leaders haven't caught up yet. They have now. Sorry, I can't really get a clean shot there. They're above us. Move round. You can't get them from there. I'm just gonna keep moving. Who indeed? And more importantly, where? And you're above. Yeah, where are you? Come on. Don't hide. Okay. Okay, now I'm lost. Sorry, Gage, I think I just stomped you. Okay, I'm going back up here. I could have come out here. Is this where I'm going? I think it might be. Nuka-Cola Quantum. Where does this go? I can't get a clean shot from there. Where'd he go then? Aha. I'm gonna have to take some more food. That wasn't enough. That'll do for now, I suppose. Ooh, duct tape. Where do I go from here? Down? I completely lost track of where the others are.
There we go.
I'm assuming this is the way on. Or it may just have been a power armor bench. Where am I going then? Oh, it's a legendary pack. I've completely got lost in this place, but... well, I think I'm moving on there. I've definitely lost the others. Perhaps I should take some more... what was it? Nuka-Elixir? Okay, this is where it gets crazy. Hi, Messi. Okay, are we done? See what Mason had. Plant control room key, shotgun shell, fragmentation grenades, Merv, stim pack. Yeah, that'll do. Looks like there's some Nuka-Cola over here as well. Of course there is. Well, gauge cut up. I thought so. Now what? Ah, to the roof. I better eat something just in case. Okay, you're all ready up? Good. Yeah, you two go ahead. But that's one gang eliminated. That only leaves two. This place looks important.
That's it.
Oh, you liked that, did you? Anything else in this room? No, I think we're okay. Well... do I just press the button? Okay. Now, to deal with the other gangs. But first I'll see what Gage has to say.
Hey,
What's up, Bob?
alive, Gage.
Nuka-World. All lit up. It's goddamn beautiful.
It sure is. I haven't seen any place like it in a long time.
It ain't just the lights, boss. Now that Mason is gone, and most of the pack has been taken out, there's not much left to stop us. We've made one hell of a mark on the Commonwealth. There ain't a soul from here to Diamond City that hasn't heard of us. And despite what happened at the power plant, the rest of our gangs are stronger than ever. I took a big chance helping you take down Coulter. Glad that paid off. You know the real difference between him and you? The reason that the rest of us are behind you? You were willing to bleed for us. You put your neck on the line to get us ahead in this shitty world. And believe it or not, that means something to us.
Thanks, Gage. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Just don't let it go to your head. Piss me off, and I'll still kick your ass from here to the Atlantic. So I guess the next move is yours to make. With the power to the park back online, you might want to cover old ground and see if you can get into some of the places that were cut off. Or maybe hit up Shank and take out a few more Commonwealth settlements, if you've left any standing. Oh, and of course, you could always lend Mags or Nisha a hand. I'm sure they have plenty of jobs to run.
Sounds like we still have plenty of trouble to get into. I guess we better get started.
Then I guess that does it, boss. You point the way and the gangs will follow. There's plenty of caps out there just waiting to be taken. And as long as you keep bringing them in, we'll have your back.
Chosen Disciple and Ace Operator packs. Nice. But the pack are gone. That was not what I wanted to do. As I was saying, the pack are gone. And surely, with all the leaders here, taking them out will make the other gangs disperse, right?
Nicely. The park's on its feet again, where the pack being shown their way out of existence
Whatever.
was certainly...
So, kill the leaders, wipe out the rest of the gang. Come on. Where did the others go? Nisha. Because once these are dead, there's no leadership left for the gangs at all. No one to keep them in line. They'll all wipe each other out. They disperse out into the wilderness. Certainly there won't be anyone left to keep them allied. And even the ones who are left even you're fighting. But of the ones who are left, I think I can take them out. The reason I did this whole thing was because I didn't think I could take out 3 gangs at once in the middle of Nuka-World. So I used tactics. Playing the long game. And once I got the leaders isolated, I took my chance and killed them all. They'll be a lot easier to deal with now. Oh great, there's a redstone. Well, I'm just heading back to the market to tell whatever her name was that I've killed the raider bosses. Mackenzie, was it? Can't tell who I'm hitting. Any more hostiles?
The raiders keep talking about bloodworms. I hope I never find out what those are.
I believe you guys got the power back on.
I think we're good.
Boss, I can't believe it. You killed the raiders. All of them. I have to ask, why?
You and the other traders were being treated like slaves. I had to put an end to it.
Well, you certainly did that. I've thought about this day for a long time. Dreamed about it, really. Though I never thought I'd see that dream come true. Now that it has, I'm left with a question that I don't know the answer to. What happens next?
You're free now. You can do anything you want.
Freedom. I never appreciated that word as much as I do right now. You know, I think we should keep this market open. Bring it back to what it used to be. A place where everyone feels welcome. Before you go, there's one last thing I need to say. Thank you. Sincerely, from all of us. Thank you. Wherever the road takes you, know that you'll always be welcomed back here in Nuka-World. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to figure out a way to safely remove these collars.
Good luck with that.
Don't worry about me.
And where is the road going to take me?
Obligation that refreshes, a trip you won't forget. A park with every minimum acceptable safety standard met. Quench your thirst for adventure and Nuka-World.
Please, bring my daughter home.
We've paid our dues in blood and bullets. This is our fight. Our island. Not yours.
The fog can do a number on you. Get you all turned around.
Far Harbor has a right to the truth.
The people of Far Harbor need only peer out their windows to look upon the face of Atom himself, given form in holy fog.
I know peace can still be achieved.
Peace? You call murdering one of ours peace?
Careful. This could get out of hand real fast.